Hey guys, and welcome back to Markee. This is an episode of r/IDontworkherelady, where Karen gets a lot more than she asked for. Old lady mistakes mugger as employee. I work for a convenience store that has a strict, always comply with muggers policy. I think because it's cheaper for them to deal with losing whatever's in the register than fighting a suit from an employee hurt defending it. I've worked here on and off for the last 5 years, and I've been in the store for 6 robberies. They're usually pretty straightforward. Guy comes in, "Give me the money!" We do, and they leave. We call the cops, and the cops don't do anything. We have cameras, but this neighborhood has such bigger problems, they never follow up on petty theft. One of those times though, the kid didn't wear a mask, just a hoodie. Comes in with the hood up, young kid. Couldn't have been more than 18 to 20. He paces around for a while, I guess trying to get his nerve up. I figured he was an underage kid trying to work up the courage to buy some beer at first. It was really early in the morning, and we were the only people in the store. He approaches the register and says that he has a gun. He doesn't pull it out and was probably bluffing, and that he won't use it if I just give him the money. Talking all tough about "don't try anything, I'm not the one," etc. I pop open the register and he jumps behind the counter to take the money out. As he is doing this, an old woman comes in. Now, I was getting really nervous because I didn't want the old lady to be in a dangerous situation, but before I could react, she recognizes the kid. She runs up to him and goes, "Oh, Noah, hello dear, how are you?" And the kid just freezes behind the counter, hands full of cash. She's older and I guess deaf, so she's shouting, "I didn't realize you'd gotten a job. Good for you, dear. You know, I just saw your mama the other day and she didn't mention it." He's like, "No, I didn't." But she isn't listening. "Your mama never tells me anything." "I don't work. Don't interrupt me, hun. Always, your mama never tells me anything." And she's just chattering on, and she starts shopping. I'm just standing there frozen, waiting to see how this plays out. The guy still behind the register with me. The kid was almost a foot taller than me, and I didn't want to get into an altercation if I could help it. She goes through, and she's shopping, and she goes, "Noah, hun, could you help me reach this, please?" And he's like, "I don't." And she's like, "What are you going to make me beg here?" So he goes over, and deadass starts helping her get things from high shelves. She's like, "Is this really the best price you've got for this?" And he's like, yeah. While he's doing this, I call the cops. I think he knows I must have done that because he's beyond antsy. At one point, he tried to bail, but she was like, "Hold on, don't clock out yet, I'll just be a minute, I want to see you at work. This is so exciting, you're all grown up." So he's standing there awkward and panicked, trying to make a decision. Eventually, she goes to the checkout, and I scan items, keeping an eye on him. She goes, "Oh, no, can Noah check me out? He's my friend's son. I didn't know I was visiting him at work. This is so exciting." Wanting to keep things cool until she was out of the store, on the off chance the kid didn't have a weapon of some kind or wasn't able, I just stepped aside and let him check her out. He didn't really know how to use the scanner or anything, but he got through it, and she leaves. Once she's walked out, he runs out of the store and jumps into a car. He didn't get any money from us. It was another 20 minutes before the cops got there, so it wouldn't have mattered either way. But that was the most memorable robbery for me, as robberies go. Not sure if this story fits here in this sub, but when I saw this sub, I had to share this one. I mean, he technically was working, kind of, just not for us. Lady at a party demands I make her a drink. My friend's parents were throwing a party for high-end clients. They themselves have huge fancy house, right on the water, floor-to-ceiling windows, indoor and outdoor swimming pools, 2 bars, one in the den and one out by the outdoor swimming pools, heated toilet seats, hot tubs in the bedrooms, the whole shebang. Friend had invited a few friends to attend as well. However, we decided to stay away from the main event, which was by the outdoor pool bar, and just hang out by the bar in the den. There were maybe about 8 of us hanging down there, and maybe 60 people hanging out the back. They hired 2 bartenders to serve drinks from the pool bar and had a live band. We occasionally wandered up there to get a drink, We'd just ducked behind the bar to grab drinks, but just decided we could just drink from what was available in the den bar since it was loud and crowded up there. So, scene. Us, several early to mid 20-somethings, hanging out drinking around this bar. Not really dressed up like the other guests. I'm behind the bar, making myself a drink. Lady in a red dress, mid-40s, aka Miss Wow, walks in from outside and comes up to the bar. Hey, can you make me a Cosmo? Okay, sure. I pause, realize I don't know what goes in a Cosmo. What goes in it again? She looks at me like I'm stupid. Wow, shouldn't you know how to make that? Me, not following and kind of offended by how she's talking to me. I know, I've made them before, but they're not my drink of choice and it's been a while. Actually, I'm not even sure if they have all the ingredients down here. But you should know how to make a Cosmo. Isn't that pretty basic? Wow, how did you even get this gig? I was a little bit peeved, but finally catch on, so I'm a bit testy in my response. I don't work here. I'm a guest like you. I was just trying to help you to be nice. She has the good sense to apologize and finally seemed to register that we were just a bunch of young people hanging out. Beat a hasty retreat without a drink. It was night and day, however, how she went from condescending to apologetic. Like, suddenly I was worth normal societal niceties. This is why I don't trust anyone who is mean to the help. And our last story is titled, Granny versus the Hooker. So I just walked to the nearby gas station. I wanted a soda. As I get to the station, I see an elderly lady at the gas pumps, having trouble, so I walk up and offer to help. Turns out she had a locking gas cap that was stubborn, but we got it open and her gas was pumping. So I go to head in to get my soda, and this maybe 18-year-old starts yelling at me, saying she'd get me fired if I don't come help her too. Before I can get a word out, the elderly lady has walked over and smacked the holy crap out of the girl with her cane, while saying, "Leave my grandson alone, you dirty hooker! He's a good boy!" The hooker draws back to slap the lady, and we all hear the whoop whoop, it's the sound of police. Hooker tries to say to the old lady attacked her unprovoked, only to have the cop say, "Ma'am, I was parked here the whole time eating my lunch. I saw and heard the whole thing, so if anything I can arrest you right now for harassment and attacking a disabled elderly person." The officer then looks at the elderly lady and asks, "Is that what you'd like?" Of course, she says, "No, dearie, I just wanted her to leave and leave us alone." Well, with that, the cop goes and tells the hooker that she is in the car and gone faster than virginity in a brothel. We all walk into the station. I get my soda. Lady pays for her gas and buys the officer a coffee. And we go and leave and the lady offers me a ride home. It's cold, so I accept. As we were getting in the car, the officer helps her into her car as I recap her tank for her. Okay. I get in and we drive off and she drops a bomb that made me almost laugh myself sick. "It's a good thing my son, the cop, was there, or I'd have kicked her skinny tramp ass." I like that lady. Can we give her an award, please? Anyway, guys, I hope you really enjoyed that episode today. Tell me what you thought about this "I don't work here, lady" story down below. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these stories. I like them a lot better than Entitled Parents. I think I'm going to put Entitled Parents to rest for maybe a week or so. It's getting a bit repetitive, those stories. Obviously, I've done probably close to like 150 episodes of that, so yeah, I think I need to move on to other different stuff. Anyway, I am opening up my second channel, Markee Reddit, which I'll be covering stuff like r/Tinder, r/memes, r/meIRL. So if you want to support that one, I'm going to be posting those videos on this channel up until that channel gets monetized or gets 1,000 subscribers. And then I'll stop posting and this will just go back to storytime YouTube content. As you might have noticed, these stories are not half an hour like they used to be in the old episodes. And I guess YouTube just wasn't liking how my channel was back then. So I'm trying a different approach, different thumbnails, different other things. And I hope everything's going good. Tell me how your day's going, guys. I know there's a lot of you guys that comment on every video. For you guys that comment at the very start, as soon as an upload comes up, thank you so much. I'm trying to, fix this upload schedule again. And thank you for being here. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.